Heavyweight division, Anthony Joshua fighting Joseph Parker. Big fight coming up. How do you see that fight playing out?
You know, it's hard to pick against Joshua, but you know what else I like about Joshua? He's not taking on the soft cupcakes, man. You know, listen, this guy went from Klitschko in a rough fight. He was going to fight Pulev. Pulev is no cupcake, bro. Pulev was going to be a tough fight. Pulev had to pull out. He ended up with the calm, was more than he bargained for as a backup. And now, you know, the unification against Joseph Parker, who's not playing around. You know, this is the first heavyweight unification fight where both fighters are undefeated. And, I don't know, was it Tyson Spinks maybe? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tyson Spinks is the first boxing memory I have. So if it's that long, I mean, it's literally my whole life almost. You know what I'm saying? So this is, you know, credit to Joshua for believing in himself and going after these guys. Because at the end of the day, Parker is WBO heavyweight champion. And he may want a fight like the Joshua fight and whatnot, but he's not getting it unless Joshua agrees. You know what I mean? Joshua holds all the cards here in the heavyweight division, I believe. And what he says is going to happen. You know what I mean? So if he has to, so credit to him for agreeing and constantly agreeing to these tough fights, because a guy in his position doesn't always do that. Because like I said, sometimes you try to maximize and monetize them correctly by maximizing the waiting period. This guy's just going after one after another. He's trying to knock them over like bowling pins, bro. You know what I mean?
So about going after him. How about the one we want?
Well, the Wilder fight coming out after that, but I'll tell you what, that's where you kind of got to wait a little bit, because Wilder, to me, poses the biggest threat. Not that Parker doesn't pose a threat. I don't want to disrespect Parker. He deserves the credit he's getting over here. But I believe you got to make the Fury fight first with Joshua. Why is that? Because you got to make the Fury fight first because it's a domestic level super bomb fight type of thing, blockbuster fight, to where both guys are undefeated, and it's for a piece of the heavyweight championship of the world on a domestic level. On a domestic level, you know what I mean? A domestic English, but it has worldwide implications, but national, humongous implications. See, if you put Joshua Wilder first, Joshua could lose that fight. I mean, he could win it, but it's a big risk. He could lose it too. Now that you lose the fight, what are you gonna make? Joshua and Fury for no heavyweight title? I mean, then Joshua and Fury becomes for no heavyweight title. You know what I mean? It's still a great fight, but there's no heavyweight title on the line. You know, so because now Deontay holds all the cards. You know, so if I'm thinking the way the business guys are thinking who involved in this, I'm thinking they're gonna try to make Joshua Fury before they make Joshua Wilder. So we'll see.
With that same logic, though, I would think, okay, let's say they make Joshua Fury. Joshua wins that fight, then they could make Joshua David Haye Bellew winner. They could do that fight as well.
Yeah, but they're not with as much luster. Fury beat Klitschko, bro. Fury beat Klitschko when it was 10 years after Klitschko had lost. You know what I mean? Still can't forget that. That one win alone, you know what I mean, right there, it brings a lot of value to it. You know, Bellew and Haye, you know, they're up and down. Bellew's, you know, he's got a great career, but he's not a legitimate heavyweight. You know, people aren't going to look at it with as much risk factor. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Fury fight, this guy's about 6'9", 6'10". You know, the Fury fight, this guy is, you know, coming off this weird layoff where he's been all over the place. But so people are wondering, like, is he going to be as good as he was? If he's as good as he was, he's a legitimate player here. You know,
right.
Well, curiosity is, what does Fury have left? You know, so I'd like to see Fury with one fight before he fights Joshua. I like to see that. Because if you're throwing him in after 2 years off against Joshua, you're probably throwing him into the slaughter, you know? But if you get him in one fight and see where he's at, and hopefully it looks good, then you can maximize it. But then again, you also risk getting him beat if he's not ready at all, you know? If you take one warm-up fight, you know, you're risking the Tyson Buster Douglas effect, you know? I don't know. I don't know what the play is here. I'm not in the position to. I want to have that problem because whoever's got that problem is making a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I think the play is though Joshua Fury, and then if Joshua can come through it, Joshua Wilder. But let's not sleep on Parker, because if Parker wins here, he's an undefeated unified heavyweight champion, and then everything switches around.
I actually think we don't see Joshua Wilder until 2020. I'm hearing that Joshua may actually bounce to HBO, and if that's the case, it makes that fight even harder.
If that's the case, I'm not going to be at ringside for the fights unless Sky calls me.
I was going to say, yeah, you will. You'll still be with Sky.
We'll see.
One last heavyweight fight.